All right, we're back on Jerry G Sports Minute. On today's show, we're going to talk about NFL Week 3, what we learned, and how I did on my picks. And I'm going to give you this week's Week 4 predictions, my predictions. And we'll talk a little bit about the Dodgers, of course, hitting into the last week of the regular season. Clayton Kershaw makes it official, retiring from Major League Baseball after this season, bro, which has left a dagger in all of our hearts here in Dodger Heaven. And I'll talk a little bit more thoughts about that, about the 18-year career of Mr. Clayton Kershaw. And it's just a little bit of little topics up here and there. And where we at, where we at right now with the Dodgers heading into the playoffs, very concerning. But with that said, I've stuck to my guns this whole season, guys. As ugly as it looked for the Dodgers, throughout the season, it hasn't been pretty. The season has not been pretty. A lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. But with that said, we're still in first place. We're still in first place, dog. Somehow, some way. I don't know why we're still in first place. Thanks to the choking ass Padres, who were not able to take advantage of the struggling Dodgers, bro. All season, dog. Not just this last month, not this second half of the season. All season. We have been just unreliant, unpredictable, and not good, bro. Mookie Betts got off to one of the worst starts of his career. Just until his last month or two, he has picked it up to come back to his pretty normal numbers. But the first 3 quarters of the season, Mookie Betts looked below average. Injuries, Muncy, pitching staff, just Edman, Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, not great in the beginning, still injured. So much bad and so much inconsistency throughout the season, yet somehow we stayed in first place in a pretty tough division. The NL West is not a cakewalk, except for the Rockies. But the Giants compete. The Diamondbacks compete. Of course, the Padres compete. These are tough opponents that no one takes lightly when they play. So for us to stay in first place, somehow, some way, we got that done. I'll give some credit to the management, but I'm also going to put blame on the management for how bad and ugly it's been. I'm not a big Dave Roberts fan. You know this. I'm not. But I can't say much. I can't talk shit. I can't push back when we're in first place. So, and we won coming off a championship year. I can't go there, bro. I can't go there. With all that said, going into the playoffs, postseason, Major League Baseball postseason, the Dodgers find themselves in the wild card. We'll be playing versus either the Mets or the Reds. And if we survive that first round series, we're going to looking to facing the Phillies at this point. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, dude. The wild card series will be played in Los Angeles, all 3 games. I trust we'll be okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not. I'm worried about Brewers. I'm worried about Phillies. Yeah. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We got to get there first. I don't want to be overconfident about the wild card because anything can happen in the wild card series. Anything, especially how inconsistent, once again, the Dodgers have been all season, bro. I can see them just not show up, not be interested in the wild card series. That would be very unfortunate. But we do have a lot to play for, especially Mr. Clayton Kershaw himself, announcing his retirement after 18 seasons. I got to admit, I'm a little surprised, especially because of how well he pitched this year. Very well. Great record. Let's look at his stats here real quick. As we look this up, let me see. Clayton Kershaw stats 2025. All right. This is where I need an engineer. All right. Yeah, Clayton Kershaw with a record of 10-2. I think he leads the team with that. ERA at 3.55. ¿Qué más quieres? 77 strikeouts and a 1.24 whip. That's really good as well. And he's retiring. That's retiring. He's calling a career after those numbers. That's why I'm surprised. I really wanted him to have a long, year-long goodbye tour, 2026, as he, pitches here and there. He doesn't want that. He didn't want that for himself, I guess, and I'm gonna respect that fool. But it's gonna be hard not to see Clayton Kershaw in the Dodger dugout on the roster next year. It's gonna be tough, man. Again, I know he let us down many times in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. He let us down here and there. 14, 15, 16, tough times. But at the end of the day, man, this guy brought honor to the Dodgers, brought great credibility, great leadership, great pitching, great everything, bro. He won MVP for us. He won Cy Youngs for us. He did everything he could for us, bro. And when he flopped in the playoffs, it was hard to see. It was hard to watch, but we stuck with him. We stuck with him, and we understood that he was just trying to carry a load that he just could not carry at the time by himself. He couldn't do it all. And he put too much stress on himself trying to get these victories for the Dodger Blue Nation, dog. And he wasn't able to come through for us many times. But when he did, it was beautiful to see, right? Those times he came out of the bullpen in the playoffs, those times he had great starts for us, was a stopper. He was great for us, bro. So we had to take the good and the bad when it came to Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs. So you can't define him as just a playoff career guy. You have to define his whole career overall, his dominance, his greatness. Every year in and year out, you can't say enough about the greatness of Clayton Kershaw. His number obviously will be retired. A statue will be put in front of out there in Dodger Stadium one day. He'll be in the Hall of Fame, Cooperstown, representing LA with the Dodger hat, bro. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. And thank you, Clayton Kershaw, for everything you did as a Dodger. And we want to win this one more for you, dog. I think this was going to gaslight the Dodgers to que le echen ganas in the playoffs, bro. Seeing Clayton Kershaw in the dugout for the last final time in the postseason, it's going to really, I think, give an extra adrenaline push to the rest of the Dodger roster, bro. That pitching staff, those hitters, Ohtani, Kike Hernandez, Muncy, Freeman, Betts, they're going to ball their ass out for Clayton Kershaw as a respect and honor to him, bro. So I think it's going to be a good thing, bro. And with all that said, full Dodgers going into the playoffs are still one of the most dangerous teams in the postseason, bro. Okay? We still have the odds in Vegas still favor the Dodgers to win it all. That tells you something. We are on paper and on the field and everywhere else. We have greatness everywhere, dog. Lineup-wise, starting lineup, starting pitchers. Where we have our big Achilles heel is obviously the bullpen. But even then, I'm confident that we'll be able to figure it out and fix it with people such as Clayton Kershaw, Emmett Sheen, Sasaki coming back, and others. Pinche, the fool that we voted, pinche traded for, dog, from the Twins. Basically, you won't see Tanner Scott. You won't see Kirby Yates. You won't see fucking Trident, bro. You're just not. You're not going to see them at all or very little. You're just not. You can't. We can't, fool. We all know what's obvious. Dave Roberts knows it. Everybody knows it, bro. You won't see much of it. So don't worry. They will not come back to hurt you in the playoffs. Believe me on that, bro. They're not trustworthy, and they're just not. I could see Yates not make the roster. Tanner Scott's probably going to make the roster, but now will not be high leverage. And Trident, I don't know what we're going to do with Trident, bro, but this guy is not it, bro, this year. And thank you for everything you've done for us, Trident, but thanks, but no thanks this year. Okay? That's where we're at. We'll be fine, bro. Our starting pitching rotation is amazing. Blake Snell, Glasnow, Yamamoto, Ohtani. Boo. Can I say more? All right? Need I say more? So we'll be okay, bro. With all that said, I think there will be an extra notch risen once the postseason begins, which is like in about 10 days. It's going to go up a notch. And I think the Dodgers will produce. And I think this wild card series might be even good for them. It's a great tune-up to lead into the rest of the postseason. So this might be good for us overall, this wild card series, if we survive it, if we get through it. All right? So that's that. Let's get to NFL Week 3, big dog. A crazy week. Summer is winding down. Gracias a Dios, bro. Back to school is here. The kids are going away. Gracias. Take them all, por favor. Let's celebrate with an edible arrangement. That's right. Edible arrangement in East LA is back, bro. Use promo code Jerry25 and receive up to 25% off your total order and or free delivery.
Becca? Hey. Coffee?
Feel like you've been catfished? There's an edible for that. Get all kinds of deliciousness delivered right when you need it at edible.com.
A crazy week. I'm going to go over some of my notes here. First of all, I went 8-8. Updating my little update here on my tally scoreboard. 27 wins, 19 losses with 2 pushes, 2 ties. Let's not forget about the pushes. That is pretty good, bro. Anytime you can go 27-19 in betting, you're going to come up in the plus, bro. You're coming up on some feria, compita. Okay? So even though I didn't do that great this week at 8-8, still, I don't think we took a big L. Though, there was some big losses, bro. I know Vegas came up on that Rams game, bro. And anybody who put Rams, I'm looking at you, Sally Nishimoto. Sally put money on the Rams plus 3.5, which is the right bet. You were on the right side of the bet. That's where you should be. Rams plus 3.5 was the smartest thing you can do. People were counting their money that they were going to come up on this fucking victory, bro, until it wasn't. Until the blocked field goal and a 300-pound defensive lineman runs like 70 yards across town for not only the Eagles' victory, but the Eagles covering the plus 3.5 and the Rams losing in more ways than not. And I feel bad for you, big dog. I feel bad for anyone put that money on the Rams, but that's gambling. That's how it be like that. If it's a man's game, homie. All right? Gambling is not for the weak-hearted. It's for the fucking real ones, all right? For the gangsta gamblers. That's what we call ourselves, the gangsta gamblers, fool. You got to be ready, fool. And honestly, bro, I'm not endorsed by anybody from FanDuel or DraftKings or nobody, but I will tell you this, big dog, be very careful with the gambling, okay? Do not put your life or your family in jeopardy. Gamble where you can gamble, fool. And those are the strict guidelines that I have set for myself. Because I used to gamble big time back in the day, bro. And I lost money that I didn't have. There was a while back, like in 04, 05, 06, where I was in huge debt, bro. I was in huge debt. I was down over $5,000 of money I didn't have. With like $600-$700 in my bank account, fool. I owed motherfuckers up to $4,000 $5,000, dude. And I was stressed the fuck out, nervous, bro. You know what I did one time, Eric? I had to go to those Knicks check cashing places for a check advance. And you want to know about the lowest of the low? Is being there, bro. Asking to get your check fronted and then paying like fucking 80% interest on that shit back, fool. I remember doing that. I did that twice. So what you do is you take your check stub. You check your last check stub, which at the time I was getting maybe like, I don't know, 1,000, 1,200 every 2 weeks. I was making like 1,200 every 2 weeks or so, más o menos, way. So I take my $1,200 check stub to Nick's cashing 24 hours. Just you go, hey, I need to get fronted. I need this money right now. Because I had motherfuckers knocking at my door. I had motherfuckers coming after me. I was bad and dead, bro. I was getting phone calls every day. I owed motherfuckers money. I needed to give them something. And I was scared, fool. I lived in the back house. And they were knocking at my mom's house, my front house. And they knew who my parents were, fool. And my dad, I was always doing the yard up in the front yard. And my mom was in and out of the house as well. And I was afraid for them. Something was going to happen to them. I was fucking with the wrong people, fool. And I got myself in really big trouble, fool. I was really afraid. What, fool?
This is Sports Minute, sir. It's not my weekend.
But it's gambling, bro. It has to do with sports gambling. Jesus. So I'll go back to it. But yes. Long story short, I went to Nick's cashing $1,200 and I paid, you know how much I had to pay back? $2,300 fucking dollars, dog. That hurt a lot, bro. So now I was in debt with Nick's cashing, and I was trying to get out of debt of this motherfucker. If you're gonna gamble, fool, gamble responsibly is what I'm trying to tell you, dog. Gamble for fun.
Is this where we put the 1-800 number right
Yeah,
here?
please. 1-800-GAMBLING. Whatever the fucking number is. I've never had to call it. Gracias a Dios. I've never had to call it. I've also been in that situation in Vegas. I had to do that in Vegas one time. That's another story for another time, bro. But yeah, I've done. But gracias a Dios, I've learned my lesson. I'm scared straight. So now I do gamble still. I do put money in games. 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100 here and there when I'm feeling fun, when I'm feeling lucky. But I keep it pretty cordial, bro. And so when I give you my picks, these are really thought out picks. I'm really putting real thought and emphasis because I don't want you to lose. Because I get scared. I don't want to lose. I don't want you to lose, and I don't want to lose. So whatever information I'm sharing, I'm putting real thought into it, guys. I'm putting real thought into it, fool. So we're gonna have bad weeks together. We're gonna have some good weeks together, but we're gonna survive together. We're gonna keep our knees healthy. We're not gonna get our knees broken. All right. So please take my advice as you can. Have fun with it, bro. And Iran's one is not supposed to be that way. That's not supposed to happen. That is 1,000,000 to 1 shot of that happening. And we fucked up. We lost that day. All right, here we go. What we learned. Jake Browning ain't it, fool. Cincinnati's in trouble. They're going to have to make a trade for a real quarterback. Cincinnati, I hope they do because I got Chase Brown. I've got Jamar Chase. I got fucking T. Higgins all over my goddamn fantasy teams, bro. So hopefully help is on the way. Jake Browning is not it, homie. Not it. The Falcons are not real, at least from what I saw this last week. Getting embarrassed by the Panthers of all people, big dog. That's embarrassing, fool. Get your shit together, Falcons, because I think you're better than that. I want to talk about the Colts. The Colts are real. And the Colts are coming against the Rams this weekend. And I'll tell you who my pick is for this week for the Rams versus the Colts. It's going to be a great game. The Colts are real. Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr., and even Daniel Dimes stepping the fuck up. And the defense, also really good. Colts are scary. Colts are good. We'll see where we go from here, but I like the Colts. I like what I'm seeing, bro. I like what I'm seeing from the Colts a lot, okay? Cowboys in trouble without CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb goes down and high ankle sprain, and you know how that could be. That's going to be very, very bad for the pinche Cowboys. Rest in peace, James Conner. I love James Conner, bro. So bad, so sad to see him go. I love watching him run the ball. He's out for the year, affecting one of my fantasy football teams. I got him on one of my teams, dog, and sure enough, I lost because of him going down this week. James Conner, bro, feel bad to see him go like that, bro. Big fan of you, bro. Get healthy soon, compita. All right? Raiders, big letdown in Washington. I felt this one coming. Just him having to fly across the country on a short week after playing a Monday night. I was worried about that. And sure enough, that's what happened, fool. They came out flat. They got their asses whooped. They looked bad all around. And I was just hoping I was wrong. I took the Raiders and I was wrong because I like the spread at plus 3.5 also. I was hoping it would stick around, lose by a field goal, cover the spread, but they weren't able to do that. They look flat as flat can be. Raiders hopefully bounce back this week, and we'll see what happens, dog. But Raiders, show me something more than this, baby. Please, Pete Carroll, step it the fuck up, homie. I want to just show signs of greatness. Just signs of greatness from the Raiders. That's all I'm asking for right here, fool. All right? And that's it for week 3, bro. Let's move on to week 4. Last thing on week 3. Pinches Chiefs, bro. Pinches Chiefs are boring as fuck. They're playing horrible mid-football. They're in trouble, guys. Don't be surprised if the Chiefs don't not even make the playoffs. You can bet on that. You can bet on that right now that the Chiefs will not make the playoffs. Might be a good payoff for you guys. Look into that, bro. Chiefs missing the playoffs, even if it's after week 3, it's still a good bet to take, fool. Look into that. All right. Let's go. Let's move on. So I got to go, fool. Here we go. A ver. First, I'm gonna take a picture of this so I have proof of what pics I took. Let me see. We'll take a picture of that. Should we share this picture too, fool? On the thing? All right, here we go. Week 4, Seattle at Arizona plus 1.5. Arizona. I'm taking Seattle. I'm still not impressed with Arizona. That's a Thursday night football game. Seattle, eat the point. Just 1.5. Eat it, bro. Seattle's going to win this game. Minnesota at Pittsburgh plus 2.5. This game is overseas. I believe Ireland. Early Sunday game, 6:30 here in the West Coast. Minnesota plus minus 2.5. Take Minnesota minus 2.5. Pittsburgh is not looking good either, bro. Eagles at Tampa Bay plus 3.5. This is going to be a really, really fun game to watch. I like Tampa Bay. I like what they're showing us. I know Mike Evans is out with a hamstring, but Egbuka, real deal. And I believe Godwin is coming back. Take Tampa Bay plus the points at home. Yes, Tampa Bay. Eagles has to lose some games. This is one of them. Saints at the Bills. Bills are minus 16 at home. Take the Bills, dog. They're going to win by 20, bro. It's going to be a blowout, fool. Saints are ugly, bro. Take the Bills. Panthers at the Pats. Pats at minus 5.5. Look, I don't like the Panthers. I know they won last week. Ugly, but they won. But I'm taking the Panthers plus the 5.5. I don't trust the Patriots covering this many points. That's a lot of points for the Patriots to cover. I don't trust them. Panthers plus the points. Take them. Washington at Atlanta plus 1. After that ugly performance by Atlanta in week 3, they're getting a point at home. Take Atlanta at home plus 1. Take the point. Right Atlanta at home. Washington is also sus. Jaden Daniels may be back, but I don't care. Atlanta plus 1. They're better than that. Browns at Lions minus 9.5. I'm taking the Browns. This is going to be a gamble, maybe a stretch, but I believe the Browns have a good enough defense to stick around, keep the game tight, at least the first 3 quarters. Who knows what will happen in the fourth quarter? Maybe a blowout by then, but I hope not. I think the Browns will keep it under 10-point victory. And that spread may go up to 10. So if it does, I like it even more. Take the Browns plus 9.5. Tennessee at Texans. Texans minus 7. Once again, I don't trust the Texans covering a big spread at 7. Take Tennessee. They're a desperate team. They're trying to get a victory. Tennessee plus 7 just because of that reason. Chargers at Giants plus 6.5. Chargers can cover that. Chargers can win by 7. Take the Chargers on the road plus minus 6.5. Take them. Jacksonville at San Francisco minus 3. San Francisco is better than that at home. They play really well at home. San Francisco minus 3. Take them. Jacksonville got to fly from Jacksonville to San Francisco. Heck no, homie. San Francisco will blow them all out. They will. Indianapolis at Rams minus 3.5. What a game. This is going to be a fun game to watch, bro. I'm going to take the Rams at minus 3.5, though, fool. I think the Rams are a really, really good team at home. Indy is due for a loss, due for a flop, and they're facing a really good team who just came off an ugly loss. So, yes, the Rams, I think, can cover. They'll win by 4, 6, 7. The Rams, yes. Bears at Raiders plus 1. I'm taking the Raiders at home plus the 1 points. Bears are as ugly as it gets. I know they won last week very convincingly, very pretty win. Good job, Caleb Williams. Good game. But now they're going to be on the road in Las Vegas. Too many distractions for them out there. Vegas at home plus 1. Take the Raiders. Baltimore at the Chiefs plus 2.5. Believe it or not, I'm taking the Chiefs. Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs plus the points at home. That's why. Plus the points at home. That's why I'm taking the Chiefs. Chiefs do not look good, but I believe Worthy will be back this week. They have to have a breakout game. They have to have a good game, right? Baltimore, they have holes in their game as well. Their defense is not great. They're going to be on the road. They're coming off a crazy big a Monday night game, a short week versus the Lions. That's the only reason I'm taking the Chiefs plus 2.5. Green Bay at Dallas plus 7. Green Bay all day. Green Bay will cover on the road plus 7. They're going to whoop that ass, fool. They're going to whoop that ass on Sunday Night Football. Jets at Dolphins Monday night. Dolphins are minus 2.5? Nah. Anytime the Dolphins are favorite, heck no. Jets. Take the Jets plus 2.5 divisional game. Take the Jets. Cincinnati at Broncos minus 7.5. Final Monday night game. There's 2 Monday night games this week coming up. I'm going to take Cincinnati plus the points, fool. I think Cincinnati, the offense, hopefully will keep them around. That's a lot of points for the Broncos to cover. That means the Broncos have to win by more than 7. I could see them winning by 7, winning by 6, winning by 4. I don't see them winning by 8, 9, or 10. I don't see that. They're not that great. And Cincinnati's going to be desperate. They're trying to stay in this race. They're gonna hopefully keep it. I like the spread. That's all I'm saying. 7.5. I like the 7.5. That's all. Cincinnati 7.5. Take the points. All right. Those are my picks for week 4. As far as my little 3-team parlay, let's take Atlanta. Let's take Chargers, and let's take San Francisco. Atlanta, Chargers, and San Francisco, 3-team parlay. Mark it down. Put $20 on it. We'll see what happens, fool. Good luck to you all. Have some fun with this shit, big dog. Do not go to Nick's cashing checks, fool. Do not do that, bro. I'm still paying for that shit, dog. That shit fucked me up, bro. It was hard to recover from that. But anyways, good luck to you motherfuckers. I love you all, man. Be safe. Jerry G Sports Minute. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go Raiders. Let's go. Send your questions. Send your messages. I'll answer them right here. Let's go, baby. I'm out of here. Late.